Hi, my name's Jordan Buhrs, and I'm going to be your host for the entire FIFA World Cup 2022. Before we dive into this video, make sure you subscribe to the Odd Shoppers channel because we post daily predictions, daily previews, and daily No House Advantage videos. Speaking about No House Advantage, they have two types of contests over there. One, which allows you to pick overs and unders and enter them into a GPP-style tournament. The other, which we'll be talking about today, are props, over and under picks, which allow you to multiply your winnings up to 20x. You can either click the link in our description or use code STOCHASTIC to get your first deposit bonus of up to $50. That's code STOCHASTIC to get your first deposit bonus of up to $50. Now, the games we're going to be looking at today are the first and second quarterfinal. It's Croatia versus Brazil, and it's Netherlands taking on Argentina. Now, let me quickly show you how No House Advantage works. You select one to five prop picks over or under, and as you can see down here, the multiplier went up to 5x because we selected three outcomes. If we put $100 in here, you'll see that our payout is $500. Obviously, the more players you pick, the higher your odds go, the more you can win, but the more difficult it is to hit that bet. Now, in today's video, like I said, we're going to be looking at the Croatia versus Brazil game and the Netherlands versus Argentina game, starting with Brazil versus Croatia. Now, Croatia haven't shown us that much from the group stages, showing that they are going to cause a threat on goal against this Brazilian side. They haven't really been able to score with a 0-0 draw against Morocco and a 0-0 draw against Belgium in the group stages. Yes, they beat Canada 4-1, but Canada weren't really at their best, and Croatia haven't really shown much more than in that game. They then came up against Japan in the round of 16, and they drew that 1-1 and had to go to penalties, and they won it there. To be fair to Croatia, they have been in those type of situations before, which is why they were able to win that penalty shootout, all that experience in the likes of Modric and his counterparts. Now, Brazil, I wasn't sure if Brazil were going to be able to win this World Cup just on their group stage performance. We saw them. It was a comfortable win against Serbia, 2-0. Then they came up against Switzerland, which they just edged 1-0. And then they lost to Cameroon 1-0 in the 92nd minute. To be fair to them, they did make 9 changes. Now, they came up against South Korea in the round of 16 and absolutely battered them. They flipped that switch and showed us exactly why they are contenders to win this year's World Cup, beating them 5-1 and having them 4-0 down at halftime. Now, if we get into these picks, we can see that there are a lot of passing prop picks over here. I personally don't like to go for passing. I think betting on the shots is a little bit safe and a little bit more predictable. So if you've watched any of my previous No House Advantage videos, you'll see that I stay away from passes. So the only one we can bet on in the Brazil versus Croatia game is Richarlison, and I don't think this is a bad bet at all. Richarlison, he started 3 games for Brazil. He did get rotated against Cameroon, but he averages 81 minutes. He averages 1 shot on goal per game, and he averages 2.3 shots per game as well. Now, I do think Brazil have the potential to absolutely outclass this Croatian team and maybe even beat them 4-5-0. I do think it will be a little bit less, maybe 2-0. I don't see Croatia scoring, and Richarlison will be in amongst it in Croatia's box. He will have opportunities, and I do expect him to get quite a few shots off. This Brazilian team is going to create a lot of chances with Neymar, Vini Jr. They're all going to be feeding it into Richarlison, and he should be able to get over 2.5 shots. So that's exactly what I'm going to go for. Then, like I said, we're going to stay away from the passing stats. I just don't really like the options that they give us here. And like I said, it's not as predictable as the shots. Then we move on to Argentina versus Netherlands. Now, this is a massive game. I definitely think Netherlands have been underestimated in this game. A nice stat for you is that these teams have met 9 times, and Argentina have only beat them once in 90 minutes. Or regular time, not including extra time or penalty shootouts. And Netherlands have actually won 4 and drawn 4. So don't think that Netherlands are coming into this as super low underdogs. Netherlands have a chance of winning this game. I do think it will go to penalty shootouts. I'm estimating a 1-1 draw after extra time. Maybe it'll be 2-2 in extra time, but I do think it will end up going to penalties. Now, Alvarez did catch my eye here. Alvarez has averaged only 52 minutes in 4 games. He's only started 2 of those games. But in those 52 minutes, he's averaged 2 shots per game, and he's averaged 1.3 shots on goal per game. So if I take a look at this 0.5 shots on goal, I immediately think we need to go for the over here just because of the stats that he's shown us from the group stages and the round of 16. I think that's pretty much a lock. There will be opportunities. As good as this Netherlands defense is, there will be some opportunities. And I do think Alvarez can get at least one shot on goal. Netherlands defense is one of the best in the competition, so that's why I'm predicting a low-scoring draw. But this Argentinian attack hasn't looked too bad. I don't think they're going to put Netherlands under extreme pressure, but I do think they are going to have opportunities. We saw Senegal in their game against Netherlands create quite a few opportunities in that first half. Now, Netherlands, on the other hand, will look to keep the back solid and hit Argentina on the counter attack, be clinical and take the opportunities, which is exactly what they've done the entire World Cup. Their XG for the World Cup so far has been 4, and they've scored 8 goals. So they score goals that they're not meant to score, and I think that's what we might see against Argentina here. Now, unfortunately, there aren't any Netherlands players here that have shots. They're all passes, but I do have one more shot picked out for you here, and it is Lionel Messi, the man, the myth, the legend. Now, he's averaged 90 minutes per game, as you would expect, but he averages 4.8 shots per game so far in the World Cup and 2.5 shots on goal. So again, this 1.5 shots on goal looks very, very tasty to go for the over. Just looking at the stats, Argentina also haven't scored that many goals. I do think there will be opportunities, and Lionel Messi is a big match player. He will be involved, he will create opportunities, and he will go for goal at some point. And that's where I'm going to leave it. I don't think there's any other nice ones that we can sort of lock in here, which means that we do have a 3 times, or it goes up to 5 times, but we've selected 3 prop picks. So if we put $100 in here, our payout would be $500. Let me just recap this for you. In the Brazil versus Croatia game, we're going with Richarlison at over 2.5 shots. I just think he's going to be in the box. He's going to get opportunities against Croatia. And I do think Brazil are going to beat them quite comfortably. Then I've got Alvarez, who will be up front for Argentina. And I just think it's a lock over 0.5 shots on goal. I think he will get at least a shot on goal. And then Lionel Messi, one of the best players in the world. I'm definitely backing that over 1.5 shots on goal. Guys, and that's all I have for you in today's video. Make sure you subscribe to the Odd Shoppers channel because we post daily predictions, daily previews, and daily No House Advantage videos. Make sure you go click the link in our description or sign up with code STOCHASTIC to get your first deposit bonus of up to $50. That's code STOCHASTIC to get your first deposit bonus of up to $50. As always, my name's Jordan Buhrs. You can find me on YouTube at Jordan Buhrs, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.